Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. In today's video from math subject, rational number topics we are going to continue. So our today concept is how to represent rational numbers on a number line. So far we have discussed about rational numbers, their definition, their types and all. Today we are going to learn how to represent rational numbers on a number line. So first we have to draw a line as shown here. First we have to draw a line. So then we have to take a point O on it. You may call it as 0 point. At the middle of the number line, we have to take point O whose value is 0, or it is considered as 0 point. It is considered as 0 point. Next, we have to set off equal distances on both sides of O on the line, and these distances will be considered as of unit length. Means to the right side of O and to the left side of O, we have to set off equal distances 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. At equal distances we have to keep one more point whose length is 1 unit. From 0 to 1, 1 unit, 1 to 2, 2 unit, 2 to 3, 1 unit, like that. Unit distances with an interval of unit distances, we have to represent points A, B, C, D, E on the right hand side of O. In the same way, on the left hand side also, with unit length interval, we have to represent numerals like -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So here, why they are negative? Because on the number line, left side values to the 0 are always negative integers. So that's why actually their numerical value is unit distance only. From 0 to -1, the distance is 1 only. From 1 to 2, the distance is 1 only. But the distance value is 1, but they are on the left hand side. So that's why we represent them with -1, -2, -3, -4, -4 like that. And we represent the points as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash. So this is the normal integer number line which we have learnt already. So if we have integers, we can represent them in this way. We can draw a line. In the middle of the number line, we can take 0 point, or we can take 0. We can denote it as O. Right hand side, we can take positive numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand side, we can take negative integers or numerals -1, -2, -3 like that. So this is the representation of normal integer number line. So in the same way, rational numbers also we can represent on a number line. So here, suppose we have a line. So let the line name may be L. We have drawn a line L. So here on L, at the middle of the line L, we have point O, which is considered as 0 point. At unit distance on the right hand side, we have point A, whose value is 1. At unit distance on the left hand side, we have point A dash, whose value is -1. Like this, we have a number line. Now, if we bisect OA, what is the meaning of bisect, children? Bisect means by, two parts, means intersecting into two equal parts. Cutting into two equal parts is called bisect. So if we bisect OA, actually what is the length of OA? 1 unit. If we make it into two parts, what we will get? Half unit. Because one is becoming into two equal parts, so this distance will be half, this distance will be half. So means if you bisect OA, we get a point P which represents a rational number 1 by 2, because here this distance is 1 by 2. So O to P. So that's why this P point 1 by 2 we can keep. P point value we can keep it as 1 by 2. Means by bisecting a unit length, we are getting a rational number 1 by 2. Rational number 1 by 2. Okay. In the same way, if you bisect OA dash, means OA dash distance also 1 unit. OA dash distance also 1 unit. If you bisect, this part will become half, this part will become half. OP dash will become half, P dash A dash will become half. So we will get a point P dash which represents a rational number minus 1 by 2. Why? Means it is on the left hand side of 0. So that's why we represent it as minus 1 by 2. So in this way, by dividing the unit distances or by dividing the integers with a number, like bisecting means we are dividing with 2. Suppose if they ask us to trisect, we can divide with 3. Like that. By dividing with another integer, we will get rational numbers. Suppose unit distance we made into 2 parts, we will get rational number 1 by 2. If we made into 3 parts, then we will get 1 by 3, 2 by 3, like that parts. If we make them into 4 parts, then 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, like that parts we will get. Okay. So by intersecting unit distances, we will get the rational numbers which can be represented on the number line. So in between the integers values, we can represent rational numbers. So now, if we divide the length OA and OA dash into 3 equal parts and label the points of division as PQ, P dash, Q dash. So then PQ will represent the rational numbers minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 3. Sorry, PQ represents the rational numbers 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 1 by 3, 2 by 3. P dash, Q dash represent rational numbers minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 3 respectively. Okay. So here we have drawn a number line. We have drawn a line. Let it be L. We have taken O in the middle, which represents 0 point. OA is the unit distance. A value is 1 here. OA dash also unit distance on the left hand side. Value is minus 1. Like this we are having the number line L. Now this unit distance, OA distance, we want to divide into 3 equal parts. How to divide into 3 equal parts? We can take 2 extra points. 0 to P, 1 part, O to P, 1 part, P to Q, second part, Q to A, third part. Means if you want to divide unit distance into 3 equal parts, we have to take the help of 2 more points, P, Q. We here carefully observe, children, we no need of 3 points. For dividing into 3 equal parts, already we have 2 points OA. In addition to that, we need only 2 more points. Already we have O and A, we have PQ, 2 more points. So now this is made into 3 parts. O to P 1 part, P to Q second part, Q to A third part. O to A, this total part equal to 3 parts. Okay. Now 3 parts are there. So this, what about the P? What about the P? Out of 3 parts, it is the first part. Q is the second part. So P value will be represented as 1 by 3. Why means P is the first part out of 3 parts. So P value we can keep it as 1 by 3. So Q value, it is the second part out of 3 parts. We can represent it as 2 by 3. A value, it is the third part out of 3 parts. We can represent it as 3 by 3. But 3 by 3 get cancelled. So we will get 1. We will get 1. Actually 0 also, we can represent 0 part of out of 3 parts. 0 by 3 we can represent, whose value is 0 only. Okay. In the same way, we can have P dash, Q dash on the left hand side, whose values are minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 3. Okay. So like this, a rational number line is one whose points are associated with rational numbers. Whose points are associated with rational number. Here, suppose if we have a number line, so when it is called as a rational number line, when the points are associated with rational numbers. When the points represented on the number line, if they are associated with rational numbers, then we call it as a rational number line. So each point on this line is associated with a different rational number. And each rational number will be associated with different points. So each point will be having one value, each value represented as a point. So in this way, we can represent rational numbers on a number line. Suppose, here we have an example. Represent 5 by 3 and minus 5 by 3 on the number line. So here in the question, children, which rational number they have given? 5 by 3. So 5 by 3 means 5 is greater than 3. 5 is greater than 3. It is not in proper form. So because here numerator part is greater than denominator part, so we have to divide it into mixed form. 3, 1 is 3, 2 is remaining. So we can represent it as 1, 2 by 3. We can represent it as 1, 2 by 3. Here minus 5 by 3 also, during division, minus we should not take. We have to divide as it is. For the whole value, for 1 by 2 by 3, as the given rational number is negative, we have to keep negative. Minus 1, 2 by 3. Like that, first we have to turn them into mixed fractions. Now we have to represent them on the number line. So how to represent them? Suppose let's draw a line L. So before representing the numbers, it is just called a line. Let's draw a line L. Let's take point O, which is 0 point in the middle. Let's take A, unit distance 1 on the right hand side. Next to unit distance B, whose value 2 on the right hand side. In the same way, left hand side minus 1 A dash, minus 2 B dash. Like this, let's take some points and their values on the line. Now it is called as a number line, but now it is called as a number line. Now we have to represent 1, 2 by 3. How to represent 1, 2 by 3? 1, 2 by 3, if further we will make it expand, it can be written as 1 plus 2 by 3. Means one complete part is there. After one complete part, we need 2 by 3 part. So 1, 2 by 3 means which is a which is the sum of one complete part plus 2 by 3 part. So means our value lies after 1. 1 plus means after 1. So after 1 means between 1 to 2. After 1 means between 1 to 2. Between 1 to 2, as we need to represent 2 by 3, in the denominator 3 parts are there. We have to represent 3 points between 3 parts between A to B. So how to represent 3 parts? We need the help of 2 more points. We need the help of 2 more points. So P, Q, 2 more points, P, Q, such that first part, second part, third part. Now they told 2 by 3 means first part, second part. This Q value will be 2 by 3. Q value will be 2 by 3. So here the answer is OQ. Q is the representation of 1 2 by 3 because we are counting the 2 by 3 part after one complete part. So Q value is 1 2 by 3 means O to A plus A to Q. Okay. So in this way we can represent 1 2 by 3 or 5 by 3 because 1 2 by 3 is equal to 5 by 3. In the same way, minus 1 2 by 3 means we have to count up to minus 1. Then this minus 1 to minus 2 part, 3 equal parts, P dash, Q dash. So P dash, Q dash. This is the first part, second part. This Q dash part is represented by minus 2 by 3. Or if we check from the beginning, from O, it is considered as minus 1 2 by 3. So it is also 1 2 by 3. So like that we can represent mixed fractions also on the number line. Here. So here if the rational numbers P by Q and R by S, if they give the rational numbers P by Q and R by S, between the rational numbers there exists some kind of order relation. So here there exists order relation between the rational numbers. How many kinds of order relation exists means there are 3 possibilities. There are 3 possibilities are there. So both P by Q and R by S correspond to the same point on the number line. Means if they are represented by the same point on the number line, it means that both of them are equal. P by Q equal to R by S. Both of them are equal. That is one order relation. If both of them are not equal, then 2 possibilities are there. Both of them are not equal, 2 possibilities are there. What are they? P by Q may lie to the right side of R by S, or P by Q may lie to the left side of R by S. So here P by Q, it may be towards the right hand side or it may be towards the left hand side of R by S if they are not equal. If they are not equal. If it lies on the right hand side, then P by Q value will be greater. So already we have discussed. So right side values are always greater. P by Q greater than R by S. Here it is on left hand side. So that's why P by Q value is less than R by S. P by Q value is less than R by S. So P by Q, if it lies to the right, it is greater. P by Q lies to the left, it is lesser. In this way, 3 kinds of order relations exist between 2 rational numbers. Next. So order properties of rational numbers. So here the rational numbers, they follow some order properties, children. Order properties. Okay, property 1. So for each rational number x, means if we have a rational number x, then only one and only one property will be true at one particular time. So if there is one rational number x, what property may be suitable for that rational number? It may be greater than 0, it may be equal to 0, it may be less than 0. So out of any three, only one property will be applicable to one rational number, one particular rational number. Suppose if we have two rational numbers, then also only one and only one property will be applicable between them. So that is, first one is greater than y, first one is equal to y, first one is less than y. So these are the properties for one rational number, for two rational numbers. Property 3 about three rational numbers, it is incomplete, children. We can learn it later. So these are the order properties. So next we have absolute value. Absolute value means, in the case of integers we have learnt modulus of 9 equals to 9. So modulus of minus 23 equals to 23. Modulus of 0 equals to 0. Means modulus of we can have plus x or minus x minus x. So absolute value of, here absolute value means we have to keep inside these kinds of brackets, which we call them as modulus. Modulus of x, modulus of minus x. Means though we may have positive integer, though we may have negative integer, but modulus value always positive. Here also plus x, here also plus x. So modulus values are always positive in the case of integers. So in the case of rational numbers also, modulus of 5 by 7, minus 11 by 13, plus 11 by 13, 65 by minus 24, 65 by plus 24. So no regard to its sign, with no regard to its sign, it is always said to be positive. Okay, children, what we have learned today, how to represent rational numbers on a number line. Same like integers. What to do? If we divide unit distance into equal parts, so then we will get rational numbers. If we divide into 3 parts, for dividing into 3 parts, how many points we need? 2 points are enough. Or if we want to divide into 4 parts, so 1, 2, 3. Already we have O, already we have A. We need how many points? 3 points for dividing into 4 parts. Like that we can divide them into equal number of parts, and according to number of parts will be the denominator, and first part, second part, third part, which part we are considering, that will be the numerator. That point will be the numerator. In this way, so every rational number can be represented on a number line. So they have some order relation. Suppose mixed fractions also we can mention on them on the number line, but how to take them? 1 plus 2 by 3 means one complete part. After that we have to locate the remaining part. Okay. So order relation, if 2 rational numbers are there, they may be equal. If they are not equal, first one may be to the right, or first one may be to the left. If it is on the right, first one value is greater. If it is on the left, first one value is lesser. Order properties. If one rational number is there, which property will applicable? It is greater than 0, equal to 0, less than 0. Suppose if 2 rational numbers are there, first one is greater than second one, equals to second one, less than second one. Absolute value, always positive irrespective of its sign. Rational number may be positive, rational number may be negative, but absolute value of rational number is always positive. So that's all for today, children. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you. Have a good day.